for a pick-a-card reading with Steph. Scrying, Spirit Message, and Teto. Hello, welcome. Come on in. How are you? My name is Steph. Today we're going to be playing Choose Your Muse Pick-a-Card Edition. You can always visit the homepage and check out the playlist there. So these muses have been submitted by you, our influencers, so thank you so much. And you can also keep an eye out on upcoming shorts to see the Inkblot being born. So I'm going to reveal, you'll be able to choose which ink portal is calling to your perspective to wander. As well, we'll add on some tarot and oracle. And we've got GhostTube kicking for any audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our abstract and ancient Odic adventures. So overall, please do receive a release freely. And before we dig in, thank you for your time, attention, and awareness, as your perspective and presence is powerful. So truly gratitude galore. So when you're ready to explore, let's go. All right, here are your muses. Oh, sorry, GhostTube. I got you all like quaxed. 1, 2, 3. And I will let you know this number 4, Secreter, Super Secret Society. This is the extended. So if this one's calling out to you, just letting you know. The link will be below in the description box, as well with the timestamp. So you do you. And I will let you know as well if any of they're standing out or if there's an order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get the gist. This is decimal, so thank you to the influencer. This is Pink Sunrise. This is Future. And this is Astronaut. All right. I will see you in your timestamps below, whichever door piques your perspective. Number 1, decimal. Let's go on in. Are you ready? Are you ready? So you know the drill. Excuse me, if you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below, as your insights do expand the whole iScry experience, and anyone who comes across your comment, including myself, it may assist, and we all become the readers, seers, and oracles. You can also just drop an emoji or give a girl a like. I appreciate any interactions with the channel. And keep an eye out for the short. You'll see the Inkblot being born, and these are the cards that came out with it. And I will get to them. I'm just going to dive in first. Okay. Something about a chest plate. There's a chest plate or a strong chest muscles. Strong chest muscles. I'm also seeing something about gophers and or baby bears, black bears specifically, if those symbols mean anything to anyone. I am seeing if, okay, it has turtle. I'm seeing it move like a turtle, but it has more of a mammal face. So this could be like an earth sign and a water sign kind of feel if I must merge. This is also a kind of bird, and I don't know what kind of bird it is. It's not native to my area, so and even then I at the best of times barely know what they're called. It might come to me if it steps forward. I would appreciate that. There's something being born here, and I kind of feel mangery. Like there's people, places, and things coming towards to see this, to see you, to see what you are creating. I also see like 2 best friend necklaces coming together, or, lovers, soulmates. It's just a connection. And I really like that. It's like each having one half of that. And by this coming together and it just fits, and then it's up here. There's some sort of celebration about, I think it's about this connection, whether it's in, oh, well, we do have love charm here. You'd be surprised what I can't see without my glasses on. Attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. And the number 9 might mean something to you. Also, something about Instagram is coming in, if that means anything to you, or you've been working on Instagram or considering working on Instagram. I'm seeing a mummy with tiger stripes. So tiger stripes might mean something specifically to somebody, like getting your stripes, or you've put your time in.
She told
There
me.
could also be a military, something military about that. Yeah, it's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's like maybe even this connection is beyond just two people. Maybe it's families coming together, or, job, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. And there are many pieces coming together. Achievement 30, win the award, accolade, or contract. I see that shape in there. Yeah, I can see that. And perseverance, card 33, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. There's some building here. I feel like I might have actually gone on a travel. Right here, there's something about praying mantis, specifically like the insectoid. It's like a mantis or mantid meditation metamorphosis. There's something in that landscape that perhaps you felt you have had to persevere through, but I feel like I've given something to someone. It's this bigger energy. These two are working together, whether they're aspects of myself, energies, masculine and feminine, this, that, or the other. They are together. And whatever this is, I'm seeing it kind of like, first of all, it is grapes or some sort of hanging fruit, a harvest of fruit, and that something symbolizes within oneself. I'm also seeing it like, I don't think it's an acorn.
I'm not sure how.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is. But it's something that can grow into something. Like giving this seed to somebody it's valuable to this energy anyway. I'm also seeing a sheep. A sheep. You might be the black sheep of your family, or understand that concept. And while maybe in your world or your job or your friend circle, you're not the black sheep, but in some area, you might have that feeling. And there's something that you've achieved above and beyond even that concept or that construct. There's an energy over here that's a little bit angry that I've moved on or moved towards something. And I have a feeling, if you're here resonating with decimal, it's like I've made
Attic.
the point and it's in my pupil is the
Regret.
decimal. I have no regrets, but I think this energy does, because it's kind of like giving me like, get off my lawn. You can't leave me. Nobody leaves me. Like, it feels like this very irritated kind of energy, but it's like, I gotta go. I gotta go. Like, this is, or you've been persevering through goals, your own mindsets. Again, something is like changing forms in this seed that you have, and you're actually going to gift it. And by gifting it, something returns to you, like, what is the saying, like tenfold. So I feel like
You're
this
back.
other energy, welcome, thank you. Hopefully Ghost Tube's not too loud. I'm still pucking around with the audio. I'm living and learning. They think like you're like, na boo boo, I did this without you. And that's actually not the case. What I'm feeling from you, there is poise here, but that's how it's being assumed by this other energy that is imagining what you might be feeling. Like, it feels like a weird projection, like this is what they would be doing towards me. And I don't know but I don't feel that. But I can, like, of myself, if I'm in that energy, you've been persevering and achieving and following your love charm, like that, putting those necklaces together within oneself. I'm like, I'm not broken, and I'm putting myself back together, whatever area this might be in. And whether or not, maybe it's a shadow
Talk with me.
aspect, you're totally welcome to speak freely here. And it's like, I'm not broken, and I'm going to put this whole self together. And that might make somebody else feel guilty or bad, whatever the case is. But it is a projection out. And to be honest with you, I feel like it's not my concern. I compassionately understand, but congratulations. Like, you've achieved, and I want to say in 3 to 9 years. And I know that's a vast kind of time frame, but for some it's like the next 3 months or the next 9 months, and like that pregnancy feel. Prison. And persevering through that. Not only motivation, but moderating motivation, and not being reliant on only being inspired when things are good. You know, you've really moved through things. I'm seeing like a heart right now. There's a dog in spirit that is very, very happy to see you. Like, I can hear the panting. It's quite numb. There's also something about taste buds coming in. Well, there's a smaller dog in there as well. Oh, they're so sweet. They're so sweet. Oh, they're just so sweet. Creativity with the love charm. This could be something coming in regards to love for creativity or an igniting. You know, when it says attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner, you know, if I may even like say, if you're an artist or a writer or a mechanic or a computer IT person, when something is part of your life, you know, in some capacity, it changes and it transforms and it grows. And there's times where it's very prominent. There's other times where it floods back a little bit. And, you know, you put all your art stuff in a closet, or you don't go into the garage, or you, whatever the case is, you know, and I'm sure you can apply this, and also with a person. But when it's something that's just part of your soul, inherently part of that, marriage, relationships, friendships, you grow. And I don't mean to sound so cheesy when I say that, but it's like when you're a tree and you're peeling off bark and you're, you know, rising up inches at a slow pace, to other times when the leaves fall and it's barren, or your art form changes, your communication style changes. This, I can't say it probably well as I'm sensing it, but this is creation on a bigger scale, and to allow this room to be and to breathe. And this is what I feel like it's happening. It's like I'm not trying to hold it in a form. It's like, imagine, okay, say, I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry at all. So imagine it with this angry person over here. Get off my lawn. Just a blanket example. Imagine if like your mom or your dad or a guardian or sibling or a friend that you're no longer friends with, or they're not in your circle, and say it was 10 years ago, and they hold you in that point, and maybe something happened at that time. They have a reason for that. But they're holding it, and they're holding it for a reason because it's serving them, but they're projecting it out to you. So even though maybe a decade has gone by, or a bajillion years, or 9 months, whatever the case is, the version of you in the present moment isn't acknowledged by that energy. They are existing with a part of you in the past, or in their, but they're holding it in their present. And that's them. It's serving them. That part is serving maybe them feeling away without wanting to look at that. And they cannot accept what you have achieved. They cannot accept what you have persevered through, because maybe it highlights something in them. And do you know what I'm saying anyway? So needless to say, it's like, I would like to clap for your achievements, because I have a feeling that what you've been through, it's been a creative process, and it's a continuous creative process. And that's not to be taken lightly. But it's also been like super, super enjoyable. Okay. There is a being in here. It is somebody in, oh, is it no, it's not the hereafter. Okay, so this is more closely associated with astral atmospheres towards dimensional consciousness connection. So it's a consciousness connection, communicating through consciousness. I'm making my way through it. They have love for you. So this could be maybe for some in the angelic realm, angelic realm, but anything where it's just consciousness connection. Even like the figures, while it's like trying to come through into form and to show form. Something about all roads lead to this moment, and there's a breakthrough here. Or you've had a breakthrough, or will be having the breakthrough. Secret Society, if you're part of the channel membership. Change with the chameleon. Yep. I think you've also changed what achievement means to you. It's no longer based on what others would like to see me achieve, or what is an achievement that they would be proud of or not proud of.
Coming to get me.
And I've been able to change that, change the dynamics of that. There is lovebirds in here, and you have love charm as well. So if heart resonance and a connection with a person, place, or thing, or an experience, it might feel right now like it's a little concealed. Okay. But I see that as like an eye. There's swans in here, black sheep, black swans. Split tongue. I might not be saying something exactly how I feel it. Interesting. Okay, so this is the way I'm going to say this. Apply it in whatever way or measure. If I could blend that sheep, the black sheep, with also an anteater, and add in a little bit of woolly mammoth. Yeah, I kind of feel I feel like I'm Snuffleupagus. Like so kind, but I'm very fuzzy and furry, and I'm protecting something, and I think it might be my kindness or my heart space. Okay, I know I got off track there for a moment. So it's almost like in this feeling or the sensation that somebody could be coming forward, or an opportunity that currently seems concealed. It's like, I can't see it. Don't worry about seeing it, especially if it's in regards to the channel of work or business or personal passions. When it comes into the relationship side, swing low, sweet chariot. I feel like there's a lot of things that are dressed up, and maybe when you're seeing somebody, there's a lot of dressed upness going, is that what people do? I assume when they go on dates and do their things. And it's nice to see when someone's chill. How are they in their day to day, when they're in their man jams, when they're just hanging out. So it's like you can appreciate the presented, polished look. But it feels like there might be, and maybe this is also for you, there might be a part of you that's not concealing at this time intelligently or otherwise, or holding back of what's like really in the, in your purse, like or your bag. It's like, these are the things I really do, or this is the way I'm really comfortable wearing ripped jogging pants and t-shirts. But it's also a version of happy. It's like an ultimate comfort. I hope this made sense somewhere if I didn't wander off too far. But there's just something about that. Maybe it's like you can't really feel comfortable until you get to or express or deepen something until you kind of get into that. What do you like beyond a date or beyond these controlled conditions? What do you like when you don't like something, when you're tired, when you're hungry, when you're angry? Like these are the real raw things. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to get ready to close here. Thank you so much to pile one. I'm going to come all the way back to the beginning here. Thank you so much. If you have liked, shared, subscribed, you guys, I'm so grateful for you. And I hope that you guys like the, different adventures that we have here on the channel. You can always check out the homepage for the playlist. I do my best to kind of keep things organized. 21 Nighteria of the Night Secrets. Yeah, and maybe you have an inkling about something. I also want to note that on a personal note, whatever you have been pursuing, it kind of might look to somebody else or an outsider observing you like, what is this? Like they can't see it. And they might think that you're holding back something. But it's just like a personal drive. Feels like a personal drive. 17 Kalodios, the key bearer unlocking. Yeah, I saw you on the other side. Yeah, see them there? And there's 2 keys. It's in the shows, or at least I think the way in the shows it's depicted, like, if something's really important, it's like, you have to have a key and I have to have a key and it's done at the same time. We have to turn it at the same time and then pow. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. And last but not least, we have here Demeter, loss. And if this is in regards to losing a love charm or a best friend or a best friend mentality. Grieving, if there's a partner or disappointments in your life, you have absolutely are transmuting that loss of something. And also if there's like a dry spell. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, especially as an artist, like I get it, just like it's not there. You have writer's block, creative block, love block. And sometimes it's not a block. We're just not listening to turning the taps on and off and where we need to receive or rest. And we're just trying to like persevere through personality. Like this is a task, this is what I do, and it's always on. And sometimes it's like, oh, we might have been in that place where, kind of felt like we lost our spark. But what did we do at that time of that loss? Did we surrender? Did we turn our attention to different things? Did we look for inspiration? Were we seeking that? Did we think something was hidden from us? Like all these things come up, but that's kind of a curious journey as well. And I'm not gonna lie, like it kind of feels like, thank you, because on the bottom, again, of your thing was loyalty 33 of the Black Hound. And there's that dog here. I knew I was supposed to bring it up. I apologize. But I'm hearing the panting again. And sometimes we can be loyal to something we love to a fault. And I think being mindful of when we're overgiving and under receiving, and or vice versa. And it's just unlocking this at the same time, not necessarily perfection of balance in where there's, this, that, or the other, but just looking for harmony and allowing that to be like music in our lives. You've got 33 twice here as well. I feel like I've hammered on a long time. So thank you. Number 1 into the Muse Who decimal. I will see you if you're heading over to any other scries, and if not, until next time, so much love. Bye. Number 2, we are here for Pink Sunrise. When you're ready, let's dig in. All right, here's the Inkblot. You know the drill. Please see, sense, and feel for yourself. Feel well to comment below what insights inspire you, as it may also inspire others who come across your comment. And we all become the readers, the oracles, the seers, and so on. Or you can drop an emoji, give a girl a heart. This feels like a waterfall to me. Like ducks bathing. Oh my goodness, it's a really nice feeling, Pink Sunrise. And also the cards that came out in the short, if you'd like to see the Inkblot being born, but we will bring them out momentarily. We'll take a look at them more clearly, actually. Sorry.
What do I do?
Ooh, you're making the ringing in my ears go funny. All right, I'm going to dig in here. Yeah, I feel like I'm in like a duck pond, talking, quacking. It feels really, really lovely. This feels, I know I keep saying that, like, this feels, it doesn't. It has a way about it. What is that saying? Rose-colored glasses, but it's a rose-colored tongue. And I feel like I'm speaking sweetnesses, hopefully to oneself and to others. But what's that saying, right? It's not mistaking kindness for a weakness, or a nice person isn't always a good person, but a good person isn't always nice. There are feet down here. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I see a person's feet. Straight up. Bare feet. And it's like they're either wearing black pants. I'm not sure if they're here or in the spirit realm, because they're kind of fading in and out really, really quickly. It's like they're coming into fruition, out of fruition, into fruition. Maybe they have crossed over recently. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Sorry, I'm still playing around with the mics. Okay, thank you. So in here, this is somebody in the energy realm. I'm going to call it, I don't know if it's the afterlife, but there's somebody here. I feel like they're either massaging me or molding me, something specifically around the hip area or around my waist area. And I kind of feel like it's a lifting up. Like if somebody was to, kind of grab your waist and lift you up, up, up. That's what it makes me feel like. Up. And if you ever watch Dirty Dancing, the movie, like at the end, when she comes running down the little hallway thing, and he grabs her by the waist and lifts up and over, up and over.
Turn it off.
There's more sweetness here. How sweet it is to be loved by you, by you. Ooh. But there's depth. There's depth. This is not shallow sweetness. This is not saying for the sake of. This is like real sugar.
Eugene.
Real sugar. I'm chewing bubblegum and it's like stuck to the roof of my mouth. Yeah, it's bubblegum stuck to the roof of my mouth. It's quite comical. Having a comical moment. These ducks are hilarious. If somebody's like your duck, your maybe Ducky is also a name for somebody or a nickname. Yeah, it feels. Oh, there's also a blue bunny in here. I feel like I'm in a commercial for soap out here in Canada anyway. I think it's Dawn, and when there's animals or chickens and they're like covered in oil or whatnot, and showing how gentle Dawn can be, the dish soap to clean the animal so they can carry on. I kind of feel like I'm like washing fears and also revealing fertilities of things that I would like. And that might be a friendship you have with maybe animals or a person specifically. And it feels like we can kind of look have this bubble bath with bubble gum in our mouths, and while we're blowing bubbles, and we get to,
touch,
wash off the fears to see what they clearly are and what the fertility is of them. The card that came in is your purpose is personal expansion. How can you be more intentional with your choices and live with more purpose? There's something about these cards. I very much enjoy the art, and I read me art first, and I don't mind the basic statement. But for some reason, they're questions. Maybe it's a personal thing. I'm like, I don't know. There's just something about it. And maybe it digs in like another layer of this depth. I don't know what it is. I'll save that for my own personal moment. But yeah. And these blue bunnies feel like emotional happiness as well. I also feel like I'm like looking at the back of my throat, when you stick someone's tongue and go, ah, and you're looking at the back, like, ah. Maybe you're also working with sound. Ah, there's a fire in here as well. It feels like a campfire. Like stories you would tell around a campfire and be able to laugh and, I guess, watch the sunrise or sunset and really appreciate it and take it in with this natural environment. But even if it's like camping in a backyard or in a campground, there's still just something different about it. It's more inviting for company. I want to wander up here for a moment, and if there's anything in the artistry that's standing out to you, deep inward journey, you'll be rewarded for the work. And then the question, how can you alchemize your fear? Okay, so we've been talking about those, the bunnies. For some reason, I don't know if pink hair, maybe the artist pink is inspiring to you. And there's somebody else that it's reminding me of. I think she's the actress from Transformers. And I don't know it's so much that maybe it's about the actress, but it's leading me into
why is he
the
here?
the movie Transformers and transforming. And it's like if you're saying, and you could look down all the way to the back of your throat and down the tunnel of self, like down the channel, the canal. And maybe this is something that's expanding. Oh, is that Jeopardy that I just, felt in there? Dun, dun. Insert the Jeopardy. And maybe you don't want to jeopardize something, or you're like just really smart at, taking moments to think about these things, these clues, and how can you alchemize this? And it, even with the questions standing out of these cards, but it's kind of like Jeopardy, if I recall. Like they would answer by asking a question. Am I right? I don't know if I am. I think it's something along that lines. I didn't really watch it. But I think it is.
Smoke.
And then, when other people have conversations, but they only ask you questions, or maybe they only seem to ask you questions, like their interest in you seems a little bit invasive. Like, why are they asking so many questions? And then likewise, if you're asking someone or something so many questions, it's like, what is the intention to know? Like, what is the driving factor of asking all these questions? And I kind of feel like that's the inward journey here. In this moment, at least I'm having with you, is I'm asking myself the question about the questions. Not to constipate myself or to be like, on the lookout, but there's definitely a little bit of a Pink Panther vibe here as well. This is all very cloudy, but this is consciousness communication. I see you. Are you a Teletubby? is there a pink Teletubby or something along that lines? There's somebody reading a book or a tablet, and there's a little hummingbird on their nose. If a hummingbird means anything to you. A hummingbird's actually been coming up. I had 2 hummingbirds recently, like zoom in front of me. It was really, really weird. But this one's like perched right on the nose. And actually, you know what? Here's the thing. This hummingbird comes and lands like between you and, say, if you're reading a book or looking at your phone or a tablet or a TV, and it's like bzzz, and this little hummingbird like floats, and then as soon as it like lands, it becomes a stork. Yeah, it becomes a stork. And then it leads me to a conversation with the Woodstock from The Little Yellow Bird from Snoopy, who in turn takes me on a journey to meet another energy, which I cannot make. It's like it gets cloudier and cloudier the more I wander over there. It gets cloudy. It's kind of like it comes into clarity as I go through. It feels like a dream.
Punish.
It feels like a dream. But then I come out on the other end quite clear. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a nosiness kicking around. Card 32. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. And the question, how can you see through the eyes of source energy? How can you see through the eyes of source energy and prioritize your inner peace? Button, who's got the button? All the questions. Maybe this is something you've been going through. I also want to note like the coloring of the blues back there, blues and the pinks. I think I'm in a dream and they're making purples. And the Inkblot is so layered, like nothing's quite clear, but it's all clear once I get to it, closer and closer and closer. Not physically closer. Closer in a connection that's very consciousness oriented. What's going on down here? So I don't have my glasses on, so I feel like I'm like squinting extra hard.
Mansion.
Okay, so I'm in a cloud. I am absolutely in a cloud. I feel like I have a stuffed animal, or there's something about a stuffed animal that's meaningful.
Offended.
I'm sorry if you're offended. That also might be indicative of something too, if you feel offended or if somebody feels offended by you. I'm also seeing, I think it's the animation or movie people called DreamWorks. Not Pixar or Walt Disney. I'm really not qualified. DreamWorks. I actually feel like in this pink sunrise, I am feeling in this moment the essence of expansion. If you could bottle that up like a scent. And it just kind of hit me. It's almost like there's no words. There's questions or queries or contemplations. But in that moment when I just stopped looking, but was looking, and I felt the essence of expansion. And maybe that's it. Sometimes there's no words. Your embodiment, your silences, your sweetnesses, your this, that, or the other, it's all very soothing just to be in your aura, or you know of those people where whether they're talking or not talking, you feel that in its wordlessness. It's in formlessness, but it's like colored smoke. Oh my goodness. Oy vey. Visualization and forgiveness is coming through. If any of the art is standing out to you. And maybe there's something about the art of forgiveness. And what does forgiveness look like? I see, I'm going to ask a question, and maybe this is just something I'm queerly considering, like an inquiry in my mind. Inner strength, card 14. Like, see how in this card, if this eye was like just crying all these colors, I swear I could just like boop, plop it right in. Oh, it's gorgeous. And maybe that's what self-forgiveness feels like. I also think that there's something that you've been dreaming of. If you're here and still here with me, thank you. There's something that you've been dreaming of. And as it's been coming into fruition, and you've been visualizing it, and it may not look exactly the way that you thought it would.
Come over here.
But it is absolutely here. And I can feel it. Maybe it's not in
You're back.
perfect form or material form. And if I had any doubts, if I shed any tears, I'm at peace. This is what this is. Peace is the prism of essence. And maybe it's from Source. Did it talk about Source somewhere? How can one see through the eyes of Source energy? And there's the eye visualizing. And what does that look like to me? And just to feel that. This is potent stuff over here. Potent stuff. Secrets. Change of seasons. Now, there is something about secrets, I think, in one with decimal. So you might want to wander over there. Change of seasons. To everything turn, turn, turn. It's something in the moon or subconscious space. Or the lunar liminality. There could be something in there. I'm seeing that moon like a it's like a basketball, but it's not. I'm not bouncing the basketball. It's closer to, I think, Mandalorian, with like that little Grogu guy like floats around in that orby thing. I think you always have a spirit with you. Oh, I just saw that. Hold on. Noah's Ark. Can you hear me?
Closed.
So the way I saw this turn into this.
Foolish.
I think it's that spirit. Can you hear me? Like the conch shell. Can you hear me now? You also might be not hearing something in regards to a secret. Maybe you have a secret. It's like the janitor knows more of the secrets of the building, of the landscape, than probably anyone else. Even the president, even the manager, the custodian. I'm feeling very ethereal here. And I would like to be able to come down into a grounding point. Interesting. No rain today, card 37. And this is the card that talks about protect your peace as priority, source energy. And it's like went from this to this to this to this. I almost, like if I can, it's like just moving through. Now I'm hearing that song. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Spell.
You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, I'm going to let you go. Number 2. Thank you to the subscriber, to the influencer for submitting Pink Sunrise as a muse. I hope this did serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. I will see you on any of the flip sides. If you are jumping on over to 1, 3, or if you're part of the 2nd or 3rd tier of the channel membership.
I am in pain.
Okay.
Swing.
Okay, so it's funny that you said I'm in pain. It's not funny, of course. It's because I know there's a sidebar story going on over here. But as soon as it said swing, I heard swing from Wayne's World. I can't remember his name. Garth? Is it Garth? Anyway, okay. I will see you next time. So much love. I know. I know. Hello, number 3. Where are we? We're wandering into future. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's enjoy, explore, expand.
Respect. Tree.
You can check out the Inkblot Being Born will be, if it's not already, but it'll be in a short throughout the next week or so if you want to keep an eye out for that. And you know the drill as well. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below as your insights do expand the experience and allowing others, when they pop in, to resonate or receive, and we all become seers and oracles and storytellers. And a safe place to share, express. Drop an emoji, like, share, subscribe. All right. There's a mix of blue and green in here. These cards came out in the short, and I will reveal them in just a moment. Opening up a can of pop or soda or a beer, something that goes ka-ch. Feels refreshing, at least. That's the way I'm hearing it. There's also a being in here kind of sitting on a big throne. And there are dogs protecting this energy on this throne. There are torches, not like torches. It's almost like background incense, fire burning. It's an ambiance. It's a sacredness. You might feel that you're also very much so taking your place on a throne, on your throne.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you? Something that feels well in how, like you're not throwing up, throning up. And kind of plopping a squat in a seat that you would like to sit in. And it feels sacred. It also feels like there might be this air of ancientness about it. And maybe there's teachings, prophecies, something along that lines that has been building up. And it's like you've chosen to sit on top of a pyramid or a personal temple. I'm hearing somebody like, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I feel, and I mean it in like in a good way, not like, can you believe it? I mean, like, can you believe it?
Over here.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Can you dig it? Yeah, we can all dig it. That's what it feels like. It feels like a very excitable energy. There's also ants up here, so you might have ants or aunties. Oh, they are just like, it's like watching grandparents or grandmas talk about their grandchildren that they just love. You know? They're just like, I can't even. And maybe this is also you talking about in the spirit of that, when you just are like, can you believe it? This is happening. Oh my goodness. And you might have a friend or somebody within yourself or a partner, whatever the case is, or your job, and you're just excited, like, can you believe this is happening? Yes, 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 I can believe this is happening. I absolutely, sorry, there's something absolutely going on over here too
You're
on my
listening.
one side, and it's all very distracting because it's like there's movement. Oh, and it's just like yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited. And it's kind of like there's these like Temple of Doom. I've never really watched much of the Indiana Jones or Laura Crofty things, but I feel like there's kind of like all these things that you've been through that felt or could have looked like traps. I can't say, but it's like old and dusty. And maybe these are old concepts. Maybe these are old teachings that you're like, what? You know, or you've been following recipes for a long time and you've just changed it up somehow. I don't know, it feels fantastic. It really
Gate.
does feel fantastic. In the spirit of our muse future, we have here light, the angelic realm. So there is an ascension feel.
Deborah.
But I'm also not damning the descent. Transformation, Rumi of Persia.
Ceremony.
And then I also have here adventure, the Silk Road of Inner Mongolia. There's a guardian here, like super guardian. Whew. They are shielded in layers and layers and layers and layers. I feel like it's like I could almost see like a rock or a mountain come to life. There's this other energy that's just kind of smiling at me. They're standing behind me. Okay, thank you. So that's a nice way I can say it. So for me, like having a wall behind me. And I think my girl Witch and I were just talking about this, so I appreciate that it's coming up. So when I'm doing work, I like to have a wall behind me. And there can be lots of space, but I like to know that there's a wall behind me. And some people can, you know, just freebie and
Secret
obviously
Society.
at some point in time you're going to have a wall around you. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that's, or like the backing of a chair. This is what this energy feels like. As I'm popping myself in, and they're behind me because they're like a wall, not a wall as an obstacle or anything like that. It just lets me know, like, I don't need to watch my back. It lets me know I can lean back if need be, and I can rest, or take in a breath. You
Friend.
know, something along that lines, because there is this gaspy feel here with light and transformation. For one reason or another, the way they're coming through, it's like, did you see that? Yes, I saw that. And maybe you're seeing something, or there's some transformation, or maybe your whole transformation up until this point has been an adventure. And when you like take a moment to like sit down and lean back, you're like, look how great you are. Look how great you are. You've been through good things, bad things, but Damn, what a great moment. And it's really grateful to like lean on a tree. It doesn't have to be a wall. Lean on a tree or something like that. I don't know. It just feels really, really nice. Bestill my heart. And then with the adventure coming in with the Silk Road. So I'm actually going to turn it for a moment. What is that card I was seeing? Is it maybe in this deck? I don't know. Let me see if I can grab it because it might be. Take a look at it sideways here, if anything's standing out. So there's a worm. No, it's a Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket. There's a dog scooching their butt across the floor. Itchy bum, itchy bum. Okay, so maybe somebody's dog is scooching right now, but I'm seeing like I'm scooching up a chair closer. This looks like a dog. I think it's a hound dog, so that might mean something to somebody as well, along with Jiminy Cricket. Good conscience or in good conscience.
Adam.
And we're looking at something. It feels like a co-creation or like, I think it's a seed, but it's a plant seed. Okay, it's changing on me. This conscience cricket, unless it means something different to you, follow that. And this hound dog that has pulled up a chair to be closer, that also sits on the skull of an alligator. So it could be an ancestor. It's like always, sniffing things out, keeping an eye out on things, also being able to track things. And we're actually cleaning together what looks like another energy in here. Because you know what? I think in this transformation, I'm just going to say it, or even in the adventure that is ahead, but the adventures that you've already had that are here, you get dusty, you get dirty. Transformation, while I'm not going to say is always a messy process, because I don't actually know that that's true, nor do I think I believe it, to be honest with you. I think just Stephanie, I like messes and magic, but there's always nice points where it's like, oh, that was neat and tidy. That was a nice little tidy and efficient little, transformation. So got to appreciate those too. But anyway, at least in this point, it feels like I'm being cleaned off. My conscience is clear.
Is this yours?
There's somebody trying to talk to me right now. They have a deep voice. The Vikings in the New World, courage.
Angry.
Yeah, they're kind of ticking me off. I'm not going to lie. Because they have like a... They have a creature with them. The closest I can associate it with is like a... I don't want to poo-poo on gargoyles, but it looks gargoyle-esque or a flying monkey-esque from the Wicked Witch of the West. This is a gentleman, and he has white hair. It's a little bit longer, and he has just like a very specific kind of nose and look about him. And it's like when I hear him talking, I'm just like, I'm trying not to be rude, as Stephanie. It's like when you're like, my face.
Where are you?
I'm very animated, but my face tells all, and I'm like, call in the stoic stuff, and give nothing to this energy. Not like I give you nothing, but it's almost like it has something to do with an emotion or a reaction that's being asked of me. I don't know. They just kind of tick me off. I'm not going to lie. They just kind of tick me off. So whatever world in this realm that you have created for yourself, it has the adventures, emotional adventures. And then there's also been like dry desert landscapes. There's been different kinds of landscapes, but it's almost like the yellow brick road, but it's dust, Okay, for heavens and hot dogs. The chaos and happiness. Like, I think there has been some things, if you are here in, are we in future? Is that where we're at? I suddenly couldn't remember.
Keep recording.
You've been through it, for sure. But at least the way I'm feeling in this moment, I don't want to meddle for that. It was never about anyone else or anything, what I've been through. Now, while there might have been different characters and placements of people in my story, the courage that you have, the courage you have, has always had a guidance system that has been entrusted through it, through any sort of courage and chaos, the overall adventure of it. To this, see this temple here in the happiness card, and kind of going to the other way. Like, this was the temple that we were speaking of. And it's guarded quite well.
Curse.
There are beavers. These beavers are also park rangers. Park rangers. I'm also seeing those things that when you trim hedges.
I don't like it.
Or carving a turkey. It's like an electric knife. There are owls looking at me sideways. Like, ooh. 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 Almost like if Tweedledee and Tweedledum were owls. Maybe they are owls. There's another energy right here in the
Down
center.
there.
Down in the boondocks. Down in the boondocks. People put me down 'cause that's the side of town I was born in. Communication, the Oracle of Delphi in Greece. Oh. I'm communicating. I'm saying what makes me happy. What I say. Do you know what this is? This is a town of happy. I am at a theme park or a town. You know, like some people really love horror movies, scary movies, mysteries, adventures, medical shows, medical books, fairy tales, anime. This is a whole theme park. This future is a theme park. What makes one happy and what makes another? Maybe they associate exhilaration with happy, or adrenaline rush makes them happy. You keep floating towards me, but I'm... Oh, okay.
What year is it?
Okay. We are in 2025. Like, I had to look around for that, but I believe... very liminal right now. This energy is right here, the angelic realm. And if I may, if I kind of want to plop the line right here where the stairs start, I know my thumb's in the way, but say I'm down here, and I kind of see myself like a little character. I'm just waiting patiently. Maybe I'm in one of these temples of just happy, or I'm having a happy moment. And somebody in spirit, or a guide, or whoever the case is that you might associate with, it's like, that's why I don't damn the descent, because any sort of descent or concept or contract of descent, because for other beings, energies, etc., sometimes to reach me, they descend. And so that is also very, very sacred. It's grounded in love. It feels really beautiful. I hope I've done it some form of just, yeah, it gets grounded down. Gets grounded down. It's like if I could apply all this ethereal energy, this temple throne, and to come down from the angelic realm or come down from our own, posturing. It's like, well, I'm going to go have another adventure. And I'm going to transform something or have fun mixing up these recipes and bring it down to the ground. Red Rock, Uluru in Australia. Yeah, there's also something alien-y straight up in there. You can, and I know for me, I use alien and angel quite interchangeably. But imagine if they were like coming down to this red rock. Greetings. I just heard greetings. Fun. Maybe very Martian-y as well. All right, is there anything else I want to add on before I let you go? I think there's one more deck I'm going to grab. Future. And also maybe asking, saying what you would like for your future, communicating that, happily communicating that, claiming it without constricting it, and the courage to move towards it, and taking that yellow brick road journey. The hair, but also the hair. Maybe you're getting a hairdo, considering letting your hair down a little bit. The baby bunnies. Cycles. Chameleon, which is also, I don't have my glasses on, change. And it's kind of like you've transformed chaos as well. It's like finding the calm in the chaos. It's card number 33 and 31. Lots of threes. 10 with the bull. Sacrifice. Sometimes you can't step into other chaoses. They're like vacuums.
I want it.
And you're just going to be, go through the chaos and then kind of get, crapped out the other side. Tossed. Knowing when to step in. Knowing when to stop. Knowing when to full force forward as well. The snow leopard. I really cannot read those words. The Watcher. Okay, so thank you. I immediately saw these two cards together. The Light, the Angelic Realm, and the Watcher of the Snow Leopard. While you're here on Earth and grounded and having this experience, there's absolutely been this other energy that has been and is there. I am here, you are here. You are here, I am there. Sometimes it can feel like a bull in a china shop. I understand that, but there's all these shops and stores and these theme parks, these places for us to take a look, to invite us in, that want to invite us in, or that they're putting a very specific foot forward. So whatever you're moving forward in or for this future concept, you're the goat at it. It says reliability. But you're the GOAT. You're the greatest of all time at being you. That's the adventure. The adventures of being you. It's like writing the book, The Greatest Adventures of Steph.
False.
Literally. Okay. Easy. Or like we're literally here in pick a card, choosing your adventure. And you can rely on your own realizations. You can rely on the here and there, or here nor there of things. And if you're here, you're not there, but you're not left out of anything. Last but not least, we have here horse, freedom. And it's like through all of this, maybe acknowledging your greatness, moving towards and having the courage to go towards your greatness of you, forming greatness. I'm seeing athletes specifically that might train for days, weeks, months, years, eons, and they have their time. Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan, or pick any other kind of area or industry. But it's like they're creating the platform for others to become greater than them. So there might be something that you're persevering through that's kind of freeing yourself from an old adventure and stepping in to this great timeline, because it will help others become greater than you. Generationally speaking, whatever the case is. Raven, stepping in to close out. News. I'm going to leave this here. I hope this should serve, inspire, educate, or entertain. And thank you so, so much for being here. Just for being you. Oh my goodness, were you murdered? Well, no wonder I've been so cheeky all morning. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I will see you again soon. If you're popping on over, timestamps are below to 1 or 2. Or if you are a member of the secret or super secret society, 2nd or 3rd tier, you have your 4th one, Astronaut. So I'll see you then. So much love. I'll see you again soon. Bye.